Today I'm going to discuss with you the ternary operator. So we've already used some operators like when I say A plus B. So here B is the operator, A and B are operands, right? And this is a unary operator. This is a binary operator. Why binary? Because it works on two operands, A and B. So it works on two operands, therefore it is known as binary operator. Then you have operators like this. These are unary because they work on one operand. Now we have another operator which is known as ternary operator. The symbol of this operator is something like this, a question mark and a colon. Okay. And why it is called ternary? Because it works on three operands. Okay. So A is greater than B. That's how its syntax is. Then comes a question mark. A, right? This is ternary operator. So one, two, three operands. So it actually works on three operands. Therefore, it is known as ternary operator. It is actually used for making decisions again, like if statement. So it is basically a conditional operator, and it is actually used in like if you have two values to operate. Normally, that's the time when we use it. We cannot substitute it for if statement. Okay, so let's say here is an example I've given towards my left. I've written that program over there. So if A is equal to 30 and B is equal to, let's say, 20. So if I say C is equal to A greater than B, I put a question mark, then I put the value A, and then I put the value B. This is a colon in between A and B. So keep in mind one thing, when this condition is true, if the condition is true, it will return this value. Okay. And if the condition is false, then it will return this value. Okay. If the condition is true, then it will return this value. If the condition is false, then it will return this value. So in this case, A is greater than B, condition is true. So what is it going to return in C? If I print C, so what is it going to print? It is going to print 30. That's what it is going to print. Okay, let's change the values and see what happens now. So I'm going to change, I'll make it 10. So what happens now? Is A greater than B? It is not. So what is it going to print in that case? It is going to print this value because the condition is false now. The condition is false, so it will print the B value. So what is it going to print now? What is it going to store? It is going to store the value B, and that is 20. So if the condition is not right, okay, if the condition is true, then the first one. If the condition is false, then the second value. Okay, so that's how it basically works. Okay, so let's see if I make this like I change the operator here, and I say let's check if they are equals. Are they equal? They are not. So condition is false. False means B. Again it will print 20. So that's how it actually works. The condition is not true, condition is false, then it prints B, otherwise it prints A. Okay, so that's how this operator actually works. One more thing I would like to tell you here is that you can directly use it also. I did it indirectly. You can write system.out.println and then you can store it like this. Okay, so directly also we can use it. The answer is going to remain same. So in this case, the answer will be 20. Okay, that's how it is going to be. One thing, if I enclose these in single quotes, so what is it going to print? Well, they become characters, so they are printed as it is. So what is it going to print? B, because they are in single quotes, or if they are in double quotes, the values are going to be printed as it is. The value are not going to be printed like the values that they hold. Now they have become characters. Okay, so I told you before, anything in quotes, computer does not read it. It assumes that this is a character. If it is in double quotes, it will assume that it is basically a string. So it will not read it, what is inside it. So it will use them as they are. So that's how it is. Okay. We can also use a string. In this example, I have used a string here. Okay. So we can also use a string or a character or a double value. It's up to us. All values are allowed. We can use any value. So if you see in this one, I have used a string name. Then I've used another string name here. And I'm comparing if they are equals. As you know, we used equals. We can use ignore case with it. We can write EQUALS IGNORE ignore case. We can use this also. Okay. So this also we can use. So what happens here is, are they equal? Sunny and honey are not equal. So what is it going to print? The condition is false. So when the condition is false, it prints name too. Okay, so it's going to print HUNNY. So keep in mind, if the condition is true, then it prints the first argument. If the condition is not true, then it prints the second argument.